Hey people, so I don't know how popular our last video is going to be with why YouTube. It's the one we just put up. We might put up a different video tomorrow because we just put up why YouTube today. But you know, if it does well, if you like these types of videos, we're going to kind of keep doing it. If not, we won't. But basically this video is talking about our inspiration for starting YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Let's talk about not why we started, but what inspired us to start.
So basically, I always had this kind of like vision in my head about what my future's gonna look like. I mean, obviously you can do that and things will happen differently. But I saw this abundant life. Like, that's really cliche and very vague, but I grew up very poor and didn't have any money. Yes, very, very poor.
No, I said me too.
Oh, I thought you said you did. And so most people who are raised in a situation like that don't see much hope for their future. I didn't see my future being super extravagant because of college. I didn't see it being super extravagant because my parents gave me money or anything like that. I saw something different that I was going to be a part of. And so I didn't really know what it was, but in 8th grade, I started my first YouTube channel. It was like a beauty channel. And at that point, I didn't really have like an inspiration for it, but I just knew that I wanted more than this normal life, this 9 to 5, I know what is going to happen next life. I knew that I was made for more than that, something different. Eric's always felt like that. He told me a long time ago. And he actually is part of the reason why I dream bigger today. So even being younger and having those thoughts in my head, he created this broader vision of what is to come. Without limits, because I think that a life with limits is a life where you're never going to be truly happy, because this life shouldn't be about limits. So for me, YouTube, I'm inspired to do YouTube because I want to live a life without limits. I want to be creative, I want to put myself out there, I want to experience life to the fullness of what it is, and YouTube gives you that opportunity, I think. So
For me, I guess it would be the same but different. Like in terms of people, my mother would have inspired me a lot to do YouTube because she's kind of doing her own thing now. And that's not to say that my father doesn't inspire me in different ways, but my mother inspires me in this creative way. Just in case they're watching. And your mom with her videos, doing her own thing. Having such a large channel, doing things that she just likes to do, being able to live a lifestyle that she wants to live is really inspiring. And so I like to be able to know that I can get up in the morning and not dread going to work, not hate when I'm doing it during the day, not get up and go, wow, I really wish I could just go back to sleep. Like if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm tired, I want to go back to sleep, I want to be able to just do that. And it's not necessarily that I'm doing that now. The job at work is fine. It's really easy. It's just really boring. And
it's not what you're passionate about.
No, and not even close. I did it because I thought, you know, my dad had been doing the same type of work for about 5 years. And I thought, well, I can get into this work, he can get me in, and then I can work this and pay my way through college and kind of go that route. So I was kind of that route whenever I got hired on last November. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't live that kind of lifestyle. And so I got to the point, it was at the beginning of summer, I was waking up early, I was getting up at like 5 o'clock to get to work. Now I get up even earlier than that to get even earlier because the days are longer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I decided that the plan of action I was going to take was I was going to open my heart up to YouTube. Because at first I was very against it. When we first talked about getting a house, her mom was going to buy a house, and then one of their stipulations was going to be we had to go to college and we had to do YouTube. And I didn't really want to do either one of those things. I kind of wanted to do YouTube, but I was just kind of afraid of being in front of the camera. I don't know why. It's not that scary. It's just a camera. And that's a whole separate issue. But when I was working during the summer, there was one of my father's bosses, because he works at a separate building than I do. We were over at his building. Had walked in whenever I was blowing my nose at work, and I'm just blowing my nose, and one of my buddies was working with me, who's no longer there. He's off college because he was a high school student, just working there until he could get to pay for college. And so he walked in, I was blowing my nose, and the other kid was walking up to get some things, and my phone had been laying down where he was walking towards, playing some music. And so the boss walked in without even thinking. He just assumed that we weren't working. And so he got upset, got mad, tried to lecture us. I didn't listen because I was like, your words are not worth my time. And he's kind of a crappy person. And so then he ended up telling my direct oversights, and they came over and they said something, and I was like, look, I was just blowing my nose. So then after that, I was like, I want to quit. But I knew I couldn't just quit because the money I was making was really good. And so I needed a way where I wasn't going to be upset about what I was doing. I needed a way where the limitations were none, and the only limitation was myself. And I needed a way to make more money, at least comparable to the amount of income, or more, hopefully more eventually. And it's not about the money, really. It never was.
Yeah.
But it kind of gave me an excuse and inspired me to start, because I knew that, like, with my contacts, I don't know if I've ever told you, but when I was in the 9th grade, I wore glasses all the way up to my freshman year in high school. I would not get contacts, but I had some really, really bad glasses, and someone hit me in the head with a dodgeball and broke the glasses, and I couldn't get them back together. Normally I couldn't do it, lost the screws. I was mad. I texted my mom and my dad, and I was like, I'm getting contacts. So then they forced me to get contacts. That's how I actually ended up wearing contacts. And so I kind of have to find an excuse to start doing YouTube. And at first I just told myself, well, this is just for the money, it's all that kind of stuff. But in reality, I knew it was because I wanted to do something with my life that was more important than what I'm doing now. Something where I could sit in front of a camera, walk in front of a camera like we do on a lot of our videos, talk in front of a camera, and hopefully inspire others. And through the whole journey, I mean, this has been, we've had this YouTube channel. I think we started it like a month and a half ago, but we didn't really start posting regularly until
Here recently, like maybe 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago about. And we appreciate every single subscriber we have. I think we got 42 right, like as of making this video. We appreciate every single one of you guys. We appreciate every view, regardless of if you're here for the burping videos or the puppy recipes, or if you're here because another channel shouted us out, which or if you're here because we had her little sister in it, or whatever. Regardless, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we hope that you enjoy our videos and we can inspire you to dream and be who you want to be.
Yeah.
And that was kind of one thing we talked about a lot on YouTube. But the big thing is the inspiration. A lot of times we think it has to be from an outside source, but a lot of times just your passion and your desire can be an inspiration enough for you to start something.
Right.
Some people require a jump start, kind of like a lighter, where that spark hits the fumes and it creates a flame. Other people can just kind of self-create, and they're kind of like a light bulb. They just turn a switch and the flame is on, the light is on. and some of you may fall in between, where sometimes you have to have some motivation, sometimes you don't. I know I fall there
That's me.
every once in a while. And the biggest thing on this channel is we want you guys to take a journey with us from where we are right now, sitting at 42 subscribers, to where we hope we end up, millions, hopefully.
We will. There's no doubt.
And we want to just inspire you. We're a small channel now, and hopefully, people will go back to this video and be like, oh my goodness, this is back. They had nothing, and now, they're huge, and, all that kind of good stuff. And it's just one of those times where inspiration can kind of seem dull, because you see a lot of YouTubers in 2017. July 31st, 2017, you see a lot of YouTubers. And, that's fine. You don't have to feel like you're following a crowd. Like, YouTube is a platform for your own videos and your own creativity. It's nothing more than just a platform. And, like, with us, there's not a lot of channels, or none that I've seen, that travel with their dogs and there's channels that are focused on their dogs. But we try to mix in as much of what we want to do with what we do with them in our daily lives. We try to get vlogs up. It's hard to daily vlog, especially with the tight schedule we work, but hopefully we'll get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. We just have to figure a way around that. We're still planning on Monday through Friday. That's not going to change. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get up another video, and then I think we're going to go rock climbing this weekend. So we're going to see. Well, she may not go, but I'll go. And if I'm going, I'm going to video it for you guys. And then we'll go from there. I might get some video of my car driving down there and such, because it is a sports car. So
It's pretty cool, if I do say so.
by the time this video goes up, hopefully we'll have that burping challenge we did yesterday up. And then hopefully by the time this video goes up, we'll be at a lot more subscribers. So if you like this video, go ahead and like it, comment on it, keep it positive in the comments. Try to inspire other people with your own comments, even on small channels with little views. And stay inspired, stay true to yourself. Subscribe if you enjoyed, if you want to see more of us, if you want to see more, whatever, if you have requests. And share it with your friends. Alright guys, bye.